While looking for interesting creatures to show you guys every week, I have often come across creatures classified as cryptids that I didn't feel should be put under that classification. For example, Nagas are clearly creatures from Hinduism and Buddhism mythology, but I see them often lumped in with Sasquatch and Loch Ness. The Squonk, a creature that was dreamed up by the lumberjacks of Pennsylvania in the 19th century, is often categorized as a cryptid when it is obviously fictional. Whenever I come across something I feel to be wrong, it's time to start researching, if not to prove myself right, then to discover where I'm mistaken. So this week I've decided to address this problem, namely what I feel cryptids to be, what cryptids actually are, and my opinions on the difference. Then you guys can tell me in the comments what you think I've missed. The word cryptozoology means quite literally the science of hidden animals. It comes from the Greek word kryptos, which means hidden or secret. The word was invented by author and biologist Ivan T. Sanderson while he was a student. Later it was coined and brought into the public eye in 1955 when Bernard Heuvelmans wrote about it in his book, On the Track of Unknown Animals. Cryptids are creatures that would be of interest to cryptozoology. According to Loren Coleman, an author of many books on cryptozoology, during his conversations with Bernard Heuvelmans, he got the feeling that, quote, an important element in the study of hidden animals, as envisioned in current cryptozoology, is the input of local, native, explorer, and traveler traditions, sightings, tales, legends, and folklore of the as-yet unverified animals. He also goes on to say that Bernard's definition of cryptozoology was, quote, the scientific study of hidden animals, i.e. of still unknown animal forms, about which only testimonial and circumstantial evidence is available, or material evidence is considered insufficient by some. All of this information can be found on his website, which I will link in the description down below. These findings fall in line with my own understanding of what makes an animal a cryptid. If I understand this definition correctly, then myths are accepted alongside sightings, but never alone. In this way, a creature like Cyclops wouldn't be considered a cryptid, but a sea serpent would. This does discount anomalous creatures, or creatures that are seen outside of the normal environment, but I think that makes sense. With anomalous creatures, it's less about an unknown animal, and more about an animal in an unusual environment. There is a cryptozoologist and author by the name of George M. Eberhardt, who classifies cryptids into 10 types, and also has a list of traits that would exclude an animal from being considered a cryptid. While I admire the work he's done, I don't think his classifications are strict enough, and one of his exclusions doesn't seem to fit. In his classifications, he mentions that known hoaxes could be considered a cryptid, as well as anomalous creatures, and mythical creatures that are sort of animal-like. I feel that these three classifications fall way out of the definition of a cryptid. Eberhardt's exclusion rules exclude creatures that aren't big, strange, or dangerous, which to me sounds like a very unscientific exclusion. A link to this list will also be in the description so you can decide for yourselves. My whole life I've been interested in cryptozoology. Back from when I heard about Nessie, I've wondered what other monsters could be hiding among us. I hope this video was informative. Be sure to leave any questions in the comments below, and I'll be sure to keep bringing you great videos on weird cryptids. If they ever... Oops, that doesn't work this time.